Evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Wednesday evening. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Justin Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Wednesday evening. But before we do that, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe button if you have not already, and also hit the share button as well if you're in the stream right now listening. You still do have time, still only around 9 o'clock. But here is our live radar. Nothing going on in the state today. We did have a couple of showers that did go through the low country of South Carolina earlier. It was just like a little trace, went through some places, and it did drop around just like a little trace of rain, just like a little minute. Wasn't really anything bad at all. Here is our um, current radar for the entire United States. You can see over here in North Carolina, just a couple of showers over there. Same thing, just down here in Florida, scattered showers around the Florida Keys. Maybe some heavy rain, some heavy precipitation going on down there in southern Texas, and maybe even some showers going through places like New Mexico and Colorado. And it seems to be mainly about it, and all over the west as well. You can see we do have some precipitation over here. And just to be more specific, you can look at the winter weather radar, and not really anything in terms of snow. All of this is mainly just rain. So as you go on and talk about our cloud cover right now, nothing's going on in terms of cloud cover right now for the entire state of South Carolina. No cloud cover really present right now. Here's our cloud cover total percentage as we move through the next 18 or so hours. You can see uh, clouds are really going to clear out tonight, and as you move into tomorrow morning, into tomorrow afternoon, it's again just going to be nice and clear. Just another good sunny day tomorrow. And this, in terms of temperatures now, 53 in Columbia, 57 inside of Moncks Corner, 55 in Charleston, 53 in Georgetown, 55 in Myrtle Beach, 52 in Rock Hill, 50 inside of Greenville, 52 in Anderson, 53 inside of Augusta. I'm going to see if I can move that forward a little bit because I think that these temperatures are a bit old, but I don't think they are now. But still 53 in Augusta, 55 in Beaufort, and 55 in Savannah. I do think that these temperatures could be a bit lower. So maybe that's just, maybe I guess that's just what the windy model that I have up right now thinks. But I do think that it can be cooler than this, and it shows right now. But here's our low temperatures for tonight. Around 39 in Columbia, 41 in Moncks Corner, 47 in Charleston, 47 in Hilton Head Island, as well as 44 inside of Myrtle Beach, 41 in Georgetown, 39 inside of Florence, as well as Kingstree, 38 in Cheraw, 38 in Rock Hill, 36 in Spartanburg, 37 in Greenville, 36 in Anderson, 35 in Lawrence, 37 in Greenwood, 38 in Aiken, 38 inside of Barnwell and Walterboro as well. No precipitation is expected for the next 24 hours. Let's hope this time. Let's hope this time. And no severe weather nor any excessive rainfall is expected over the next, I'd say the next 8 or so days. At least the next 1 to 5 days, at least, or 3 to 5 days. So we're gonna go on and just talk about the models now. And we're gonna go all the way back to the 12 days. So we're gonna get back all the way to 9 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to go around, I feel like a good 24 hours in advance-ish. Somewhere around there, maybe, yeah, I'd say like around a good 24, maybe even 36 or so hours as we start, as this was last updated at around 9 o'clock in the morning. So here is our model run right here from the 12s. As you continue to push this forward, nothing's going through all the way through tonight, and same thing going into tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening as well, and nothing going into the 18th Friday morning as well. Seems to be pretty nice as well. And then as you go on, let's talk about the tropics now. Tropics is over here. See disturbance 1. Same thing that we've been watching for. It's been fluctuating a lot. The chances of it has been fluctuating, but right now the system is forecast to move west to west northwestward. And environmental conditions appear marginally conducive for gradual development late this week and into the weekend. Tropical depression could form as the system moves near the Virgin Islands in Puerto Rico on Friday, then near the Greater Antilles over the weekend. So right now, a 30% chance over the next 48 hours, 40% chance over the next 7 days. And then disturbance still over your Western Caribbean Sea, as some gradual development is possible over the next couple of days if the system stays over water. If it does not stay over water, it obviously will not develop. It has to be over water while it moves slowly northwestward towards Central America. Regardless of development, locally heavy rainfall is possible across portions of Central America and southern Mexico late this week and into the weekend. So right now, only a 20% chance of development for the next 7 days and 48 hours. So that is that. So let's go on and talk about the future. And when I say the future, I mean the long-term future. So we're going to go around 300 hours or so out. And you can see there goes our cool air right now. There goes our cool air, definitely right now stationed probably near like the South Carolina North Carolina border and just over North Carolina right now. That's where our main cold air is right now, especially above the surface. But that's gonna head out. That's gonna be out of here, and then as we continue moving this forward, no rain. You're not really seeing any rain until around October the 25th, and so I've seen today already some people are talking about how some areas of South Carolina will not see rain for a full month, as that is indeed possible. As you just saw right there, I mean, the last time that personally that my house at least has seen rain was today. When I was just talking about at the beginning about how little trace of showers were going through the low country of South Carolina earlier. So we did in fact get some rain, even though it was a trace, nothing accumulated, but just a little touch up on anything. But the last major rain or just any sort of accumulation at all was from Helene. And just the next time again that the models are showing rain is October the 25th. We could get rain before that, especially near the coastal regions, as rain seems to be wanting to go near the coastal regions at around the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd, even the 23rd as well. But main, like a lot of rain, like the main thing that I might be trying to focus on is like October the 25th, 26th for rain going through at that time. And then maybe a little bit of another dose of showers slash thunderstorms will move through on October the 30th as a cold front passes by. And that's going to head out. And also, you remember yesterday we saw that huge severe weather threat that is pretty much completely gone now as you go through to today. As the cold front passes us, it's not as bad anymore like we thought. But in terms of like winds with it as well, winds are still gonna try and go with it. So honestly, still might have to watch out again for the end of the month. But we'll continue to watch for that later, though, as that is again still 300 hours out or so. We'll know more about that as we get into like later in October. But that's pretty much it. Let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. As you can ask questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. Ms. Tolliver says, good evening. We had a nice weather inside of Chattanooga. That is fantastic. Thad says, good evening, Jess. Good evening to you. Trail says, greetings, everyone. Greetings to you. My name says, OJ, have a good day at school tomorrow. Thank you. And then Trail says, it's cold here. I just asked Tish if we should turn the heat on. Well, we did tonight. So, I mean, you can see already. Hold on, let me pause this because it's a perfect example. It popped up as soon as I said that. Low temperatures again, especially up there where all the way up there in like Myrtle Beach around like 44. So I mean, inside, obviously it's not going to be 44 degrees inside. It's going to be way warmer than that. But still, if I was to try and guess, it could get lower than 70 potentially. Just I guess it just matters on what your house is like and how cool it can get or how hot it can get. But for sure, I would recommend that if you can stand it, don't turn on just yet, as especially as we're about to get a little bit of a warm up. Temperatures are going to be back into the 80s soon, but I wouldn't. So if you can hold off on it, I'd hold off. But if you have to have it on, then I'd recommend that you just turn it on. Obviously, that's your judgment right there. Um, Cheryl says, "Good evening, weatherman. Hope all is well. I'll be listening to you every night and breaking my heart joy because you're the man. Love you, your cousin Cheryl. Thank you so much for that message, and I'm glad that you listen every night." Cheryl says, "I don't like heat on." Well, I just recommend you just wait it out until we get into like consistent cool temperatures. But temperatures will indeed rise. Temperatures will indeed rise back up. So this is just a little bit of a cool down here. Jish says, "Hey Joes, hello," and that's it. So again, you can ask questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, and I'll check one more time in around a good minute or so because first we have to check on San Antonio and Raleigh, and then we'll be out of here for tonight if we don't have any more questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. But moving into tonight for San Antonio, nothing going on in terms of rainfall, and nothing going on in terms of thunderstorms, excessive rainfall, severe weather, nothing at all. And if you move over here into Raleigh, North Carolina, just wait for this to push forward as that's going a bit too fast for my liking. But moving down here into Raleigh, maybe the potential for some scattered showers and downpours, probably right now going into around 11 o'clock p.m. But that's just for tonight, and then after that, no more chance of any rain or anything like that. As you go into your temperatures, now we're going to start up at Raleigh first, and then we'll move down to San Antonio next. So going into around 9 o'clock p.m. ish. Going through tonight, just again, low temperatures around 40, 42-ish. High temperatures tomorrow only around 57. So it's going to be, again, pretty cool. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 40. And then we'll talk about high temperatures for Friday tomorrow. But here is San Antonio over here. Low temperatures tonight seems to be around 53, 54-ish. High temperatures tomorrow around 79, 80-ish. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 57, 56-ish. And that's pretty much that. I already checked for any sort of excessive rainfall, any sort of severe weather, and you are good. I checked that before we started, and there's nothing to talk about there. So that seems to be it. So everyone have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday evening. I don't see any more questions or anything like that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the share button as well. And hold on, we just did get another message. It says, "How's Ithaca, New York? Has the possibility of snow changed?" So let's go on and check that out. Go all the way up here. If I can find it, I usually know where it is, but I can't. Oh, this is not New York. Let me move up here. I'm just gonna type it in and look for it. I put in the wrong location. There we go. All right, I finally got it. But in terms of snowfall, let's move on over here and move on to the northeast, and we're just gonna look at just snowfall for the next 300 or so hours, see what happens. And I mean, actually go through the next 384 hours or so, and you can see already right here, not really much. Honestly, I wouldn't see really the threat for any sort of snow, at least for now. Let me scroll out real quick and look. Yeah, I wouldn't really say too much of a threat. I mean, looking at the county map and then looking at that, nah, I wouldn't say for right now. You might have to check in maybe in I'd say another good week or so and see what happens then. But right now, I wouldn't really see a chance for any sort of snow right now, but I could be wrong. This is, again, over 300 hours, so I could indeed be wrong. But now let's check it out. The chat. Just check one more time. No heat. No heat. Then you can stick with that if you want to. Again, we're gonna be warming up again into like the 80s again. So just on how tolerant you are. But that's gonna be about it. So I'm going to go on and wrap it up. If anyone has any more questions, I will address it inside of the chat in about a couple of minutes or so. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're at 277. 277, so thank you to whoever hit the subscribe button tonight. As we're trying to get to 300 by November the 5th. So make sure that you go on and do that. And if that's all for tonight, that's we're pretty much going to wrap it up. So everyone have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and I will be back tomorrow morning with your Thursday morning forecast.
Hey, yeah.